Today I'm gonna show how I changed my character designs and how I changed them in specific, like the shapes and what I thought of when I was redesigning them. So we have the first contestant, player. So this is the new one and this is the old one. So you might be wondering, what's the difference? I don't see a difference. So for player, the newer one, they're all triangles. Think of a whole bunch of triangles on a cat. And when I was thinking of how should I redesign him, I was thinking the soft edges on the head made it look weird. So I did sharp edges on his head instead of smooth ones. Like this is smooth. It gives this weird shape and it doesn't look good. So what do? I change this and I give 2 triangles, as in like whiskers, you know, like kind of like a cat, but it's like for dogs. Dogs also have whiskers, so that's why I added the 2 triangles on the side of the head. So I did this. And I remember specifically being like, this kind of looks bad. This looks bad. So what did I do? I could have either done this or this, which looks pretty good in my opinion, even though the way I'm drawing it looks kind of bad. So this is like an example. Before I kind of did this, I added a little bit smoothness to it, even though it's definitely sharp. It should definitely look like this. So when I'm drawing it, I do like a soft edge and a sharp edge, and it goes like this. It looks kind of like that all the time, unless I do it wrong like that. Again, character designing, I did a lot of sharp edges, and his body is square with sharp edges. So it's kind of like this. So it's like sharp edges and squares in a way. So this kind of looks like a square. So this, in a way, you could also draw this as a square and add everything else. So it's squares and triangles for him. A lot of squares and triangles. But my old design had none of this. It had a lot of smooth edges. So this was smooth. This part was smooth, even though it looks kind of like a triangle already whenever I tried to draw it. This also looks like a circle, square, triangle, square. So everything was circles and squares. So this did not fit with his design because he's supposed to be like the main character on something. So I did squares and triangles, which looks a lot better on him. So that's how I redesigned him in a way. So this is my old design. My first design was this. And I was like, wow. And everyone kept giving me the insult. This looks horrible. This looks like absolute heck and baloney. So I'm gonna move on to the next design. This is Paul. You might see the issue I hear that there was a little bit of issue with nudity. So the unicorn was a nudist because a robot, yeah, may or may have not been a robot. Yeah, so robot has a hole in the middle of their head instead of on the side. So more circles, triangle, square, triangle, square. See, none of this makes sense. None of the design makes sense. There is hair on the tail as the tail instead of a demon tail, which looks a lot cool. And I was like, I didn't like this design at all because it had no shape theory to it and it didn't really make sense. So you might be surprised on how I designed the next character, triangle, square, a little bit of a circle. So on the edges, there will circles a little bit, but this is the only place where they're all circles. So most of the body, triangles and squares. So everything you see is just triangles and squares. So this is how I've been designing my characters, with a lot of sharp edges and squares. So again, same pattern: triangle, 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 square. Like the face does nothing with it. Triangle, square, 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 triangle, triangle. So you can see how I've re-implemented my way of designing twice. So a good design is one that can not have every single thing in the thing and implements it in a better way. So my old design had every, look, it looked horrible. It didn't have any real consistency. But with this, you could also think of the square thing, square head. But for my heads, I always do this, which is basically a triangle. This is my half square / smooth triangle. That's how I draw the heads. So I separate half the circle, and that's basically a triangle like this. So then there is forest, which see circle, triangle, square, all of them. No, it looks horrible. It doesn't even look good. Whiskers like this. So none of the design looks put together. So, and guess what? Triangle, square. Odd. Most of my designs have almost no circles in them, and it's just how my designs work. Is circles are never in it most of the time, unless it's like the hands, or it has to be like a circle or somewhat circle-y. It's never plain out a circle, because I just didn't like having circles in my designs, so I removed circles most of the time, unless it's like the hands. Again, triangle, square, triangle, square, square, triangle, triangle. And a lot of the time the hands and feet are just triangles, and the head, triangle, 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 triangle. Fancy triangles, but you get the point. ℃𝕚𝕚𝕚, most redesigned. I think ℃𝕚𝕚𝕚 had the most redesigning for a lot of reasons, because this is a bit cursed. You can see this is a circle, triangle, square, and nothing else. There's no way this would look good realistically. So guess what? Triangle, 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 triangle. Everything's triangles. Triangle, 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 triangle. Circle. Oh, square, circle. What was the one circle? It's the tail, obviously. Or when I want to make it you can also make it a square if you want, but the only part of her entire body that is a circle is her tail. That is it. So her whole design is just a whole bunch of triangles put together, because her head looks like a triangle, her body looks like a triangle, everything is a triangle about her. So she is dangerous. Now we know she's dangerous, because everything about her is a triangle, which is bad in character design, because it means she's kind of like a danger mark, super dangerous. So this is why there's triangles on all of these designs, but her. She's just a triangle. She's a whole bunch of triangles put together into a design, and she is a lion for that reason. And we got this guy, which he's less dangerous, and also has squares. Square, triangle, square. Yes, there is also a tail, so this is the one circle in the entire design, because he's just a cat, not a white lion like ℃𝕚𝕚𝕚 is. Well, ℃𝕚𝕚𝕚 is a white lion, he's just a cat. So this is vandal, which means destruction. Termination means the end of something. Forest, spall, fight, Ⅎ𝕗𝕗. So this design also, so we got this, which triangle, square, is kind of like this design, and he kind of has all the shapes, but you get the idea. Most of the design is just triangles and squares, which is kind of really good looking in my opinion. And we got this design. I wanted to show this because this is a design that would never be in this series, but yeah, this is the last design, which guess what? Circle, triangle, square, triangle. See, it's not even perfection, it's cursed. It doesn't even make sense. So a lot of my designs, squares, triangles, and sometimes triangles, circles, because termination's literally a triangle, so that's how we design characters, I guess. I do have to edit this video, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Yay! Goodbye, have a good day.